Hi guys, this video is for everything. Yeah, it's stating about a purpose basically. This is Aprajito and this is Aishani. Aishani is my niece. I call her as Thanu, and she has 108 Sri Krishna's kind of names, 108 names. Buchu, Puchun, Puchai, whatsoever. And she responds to all of those names basically. She's a delayed kid. She's an autistic kid altogether. And many of the new parents are basically into kind of a denial mode ke not accepting these kids, and it is a very sad thing. तो ये मत करो. This is something uh, natural, pretty natural. You never know what is the reason, what are the reasons basically behind a kid to be autistic. It is our deficiencies, हमारा गलती है, हमारा shortcomings है कि हम उनको नहीं समझते हैं. लेकिन बात ऐसा है कि she is having full emotions basically. She conveys everything the way she should able to. हर एक इमोशन, हर एक चीज़ बेसिकली वो कन्वे करती है. उसका अच्छा लगना, बुरा लगना, एवरीथिंग. एंड you should be courageous enough. It is a kind of a new kind of challenge altogether for all the parents who are not gifted with so-called normal kids. Those who are basically autistic, तो अपना काफ़ी ये रहता है, मतलब खिचखिचाट रहता है basically. We are ashamed of basically taking these kids to outside to introduce with the societies, and societies are also pretty I mean disgusting that way, the way they are basically responding to these kids. But it is not their fault, it is not your fault as well. It happens, and it is very pretty natural. If we can also recall some of the lords of ours basically, like Ganesha, the Ganapati, and who is wiser than him, and who is basically uh, as benevolent as him, as intelligent as him. So our mythologies basically accepted that these special kids could be doing wonder if given the proper opportunities. And Ganesha is an epitome of this example. Basically, he stands for Gana Isha, and Gana Isha he is heading a gun. Yeah, a tribe maybe, if we go by Amish's description, or it is something to do with a new beginning of an basically revolution of accepting these kids, basically kids or people who are not so called normal, with autism and other physical deficiencies. But then these people can be, they are not emotionless, they are absolutely having every emotions. They are delay in response basically because of their nervous system altogether, impaired nervous system. Maybe this is because of certain developments that had happened in womb. ये गर्भावस्था पे बेसिकली ये सब होता है, बहुत कुछ होता है, चीज़ होता है. रेडिएशन इज़ वन ऑफ द रीजंस. जेनेटिक ट्रांसमिटेशंस कैन हैपन फॉर एनीथिंग, एनी ऑफ द रीजंस. हीट, उसके बाद डाइटरी सिस्टम, mineral deficiencies, essential food deficiencies, overdose of medicines, many things, things. It is all about hormonal balance, which develop your nervous system while you are in womb. So ये बहुत कुछ कारण से होता है, जेनेटिकली भी कैरी फॉरवर्ड होता है. लेकिन बात ऐसा है कि इट हैज समथिंग टू डू विथ you need to understand that this is something natural, and it is perfectly fine. If it is something challenging, life is challenging, right? Nothing to be worried of, or nothing to be ashamed of as well. ये किड्स भगवान के देन होते हैं, जैसी फॉर्म पे भी आए, और इनको एंजॉय करना, इनको एक प्रॉपर लाइफ देना, ये पेरेंट्स के हिसाब से और सोसाइटी के हिसाब से आपका एक बहुत बड़ा उत्तरदायित्व है. दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग one could able to do. Yes, you need to spare lot of other things. You could have also assign some of the work pressures and stuff like that. But you see, in Western world, they are special kids. They are special kids. They are never ever called as pagal or something like that, mad, or they are not mad. They are not insane people. Basically, they are having full of emotions. They are having full of everything. if you can invest your time on them, basically you definitely get the return the way it should be. Yes, not 100%, but it is nearly to a kind of a level of excellence. Yes, some of the people who are autistic had excelled excellently. If we can recall Ritik Roshan and people like him, yes, it is possible. Autism is having a various sort of degrees. Basically, it has been segregated with degrees. Severely autistic. This kid is severely autistic, but then she couldn't able to do her stuffs. She couldn't able to do many things, but she is precious. She is precious. Why? Because she is a bundle of joy for us. Yeah, for the entire family, and the family revolves around her only. तो ये कहना था basically. Don't be ashamed of. There are many facets of talking about autism. I'm definitely going to divulge. And when she was basically came to our house, she was quite delayed. I mean, it's a it's a whatsoever you are saying now is having hell and heaven difference, and those developments had taken up because we had invested a considerable amount of time basically on her. वो टाइम अगर नहीं है आपके पास तो आपको आपको जीने का भी टाइम नहीं है. Seriously, you don't deserve to even live. If you cannot nurture you invest your time basically for your kids, you don't have the right to live even. मर जाओ आप. इनको लेके अशेम्ड होने से पहले, इनको छुपा के रखने से पहले आप खुद छुप जाओ, खुद मर जाओ यार. You guys don't deserve to live. And this is not something which is basically deterrent. It is deterrent. Your mentality is deterrent. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. And many things, many developments, many research works are basically undergoing for their for understanding these things. If you can also recall, if the proper equipments have been given, proper supports have been given, or severely deficient people like Stephen Hawking, says Stephen Hawking's better to say, had 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 revealed wonders of universe, of theoretical physics, being in wheelchair, couldn't able to utter even a single word, couldn't able to write even a single line. But who can beat him? Who can beat him with the kind of acumen and excellence he's having? The mind is basically active. So you need to understand the mind is basically a gift of God. It is a very complex thing. And if something happens in the mind, in the nervous system, central nervous system, things are not as per the expectations. But then you need to understand that being a human, you cannot be inhuman to people like who are basically requiring help. Yeah, who are special. So this is something my submission for a go. We'll definitely come back with more videos on her. Aishani, Puchan, sing a song. She's actually looking at me. She's not understanding what's happening. What's happening? Pucha. What's happening? Yeah, she has become active. She has become active. She has become active. She has become active. She's a, she's a, she is a darling. She's a chi 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 chi. What is chi 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 chi? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. 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 Could you hi? Puchan, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. 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 This is you. This is you. You. Yeah. When she's happy, she does this. Yeah. And then this. And we play a lot. We have a very good time basically. And she's not having the pressure to do anything forcefully. Whatsoever she likes, she does. Don't do this, ma. Don't do this. And okay. So ciao for now, and we'll come back again. Ta 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 ta.